Welcome, beautiful Sagittarius, to your love and passion reading for September 2019. So I hope you can see all these cards okay. The overarching energy for the month. Two cards flung out of the deck together, Prairie Dog and Armadillo. And then approximately at weekly intervals through September we have, for the first week, the King of Pentacles, the second week, the Page of Swords, the third week, the Four of Cups, and the fourth week, these two cards flew out of the deck together as well. And that is the Hermit and the Two of Wands. Okay, so this is really interesting, Saggies, because exactly the same two animal medicine cards flew out for, I think, the Virgo reading this month. So there may be something in the Virgo reading for you. Maybe have a look at that. But the Prairie Dog is all about retreat. Prairie Dog is all about you may feel that you need just to recharge your batteries, or maybe withdraw from a situation in order to contemplate, meditate, go into yourself, have a little think about things on your own quietly, or just withdraw from the world if you felt like everything's just got a little bit too on top of you. And I know last month you had some issues where you had to sort of stand up for yourself a little bit. And maybe it's just tired you out a bit, Saggies. The Armadillo as well, I think, is interesting because that's all about boundaries. And maybe you're just tired out because you've had to stand up for yourself and reset some boundaries, whether that be learning to say no if you've always been a yes person because you found it really hard to say no to anything or anybody, even if it's something you really don't want to do. You do it anyway just because you just can't find a way of saying no, thank you, that's not for me, but thank you anyway for asking, but I'll decline. Or maybe someone's been in your face a little bit because you've had to stand up for yourself and you've had to redress your boundaries with them. And it is tiring. It takes a lot of energy. And maybe this month you're just feeling a bit whacked, a bit exhausted, and you're having to retreat and take a breath so that you will be recharged and ready to go by the end of the month. Saggies. So specifically the King of Pentacles at the beginning week, on the beginning week of September. Sorry, the cards are going all over the place already, hope you don't mind. This is interesting because I was looking at these cards and trying to get a view. And actually I was being drawn to these two together because can you see? They're looking at each other. The King of Pentacles sitting in his or her. Kings are masculine energy regardless of biological gender. So this is either you or your lover, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is a masculine energy and they're sitting in their power. Look at them, surrounded by earthly things, material possessions, wealth, security, just absolutely powerful figures, these kings, aren't they? Look at them. Who know who they are. And this is perhaps you, perhaps this is your lover, this is you maybe, standing up with your sword going, actually you can F off now because I'm resetting these boundaries, you've pushed me too far and I'm standing in my power. And I'm going to use this sword to cut through all the crap that is surrounding this relationship. And we're going to move forwards together, but I am going to move forwards looking like this. Just as powerful as you, just in a different way. Okay, so you can, take all your material possessions and fuck right off, excuse my language. If you need to adopt that energy, Saggies, then do it. I think you've had a bit of a hard time recently, and you're really now just standing up to it, which is amazeballs. The Page of Swords, so this is the second, potentially the second week of September. Pages are also about messages, and swords could be that a message is coming in, or you're going to convey this message to your lover in a bit of a brutal way. It may be unexpected to them, it might be unexpected to you, but it's going to reset the boundaries for you. And I think then you two together will be able to just move forwards in a more balanced fashion. Possibly the odd moment in the third week of September. It's not all quite in line yet with the Four of Cups, which traditionally is about discontent. And in this deck, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, it's about habit. Excuse me. And it says immobility, habit and indifference caused by routine must be fought. So have you maybe got into a little bit of a sort of groundhog daily routine where you're just plodding along? The King of Pentacles, interestingly, Pentacles is a bit of a plodding, slow, steady energy. It's not very fiery, is it? Or, you know, zizzy and exciting. It's earthy. Pentacles are the element of earth. So it's earthy. It might be an earth sign. So that is Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn that you're dealing with. But it might not. But I was drawn to say that, and I don't normally say that. So perhaps for a significant portion of you, it's an earth sign you're dealing with. So if you're feeling a bit discontented, the medicine is to adopt the energy of the prairie dog and withdraw, retreat, withdraw into yourself, contemplate, and just take your time before you move forwards, particularly if you've got any decisions to make. Maybe you just need to decide what you're going to do with this plodding energy, and maybe with this King of Pentacles that's being a little bit of a pain in the arse. But that's okay. Sometimes we take just a little bit of time to work things through. That's fine, Saggies. Rome wasn't built in a day always, was it? And then by the end of September, you're looking out again to the horizon with the world in your hands. So I think you'll have resolved a lot of these issues that were, you know, hanging around in the rest of the month. And now you've got the world in your hands, and off you go again. Something may have come to light, or you may have enlightened your lover with the new you, the new powerful you that's standing there saying, I'm not going to take your shit anymore. And again, you may need to have gone into yourself, retreated into yourself, in order to get that illuminated moment for yourself, or illuminate your lover, maybe pluck up the courage. But either way, by the end of the month, here you go off again, the Two of Wands, looking out to the horizon and knowing that you too have the world in your hands, and you can now move forwards together, I think, in peace. You know, these cards are very, very peaceful and calm and contemplative, and there's a lot of nature there, and I think it's going to be a lot calmer, and there's going to be a lot more emotion coming out, which hopefully will allow a bit more plain sailing for the two of you as you move forwards and into October and the rest of the year. Right, my beautiful Saggies, really hope that was helpful. Thank you so much, by the way, for your subscribing. I've moved from less than 1,000 to more than 2,000 subscribers this month, so I'm totally and utterly grateful for it. Thank you so much. It allows me to keep going. I love all your comments. Please keep them coming in, and please do keep liking and sharing and subscribing for me, because it allows me to carry on doing these readings for you, which I really hope you find useful. Saggies, beautiful things, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.